not Facebook, for Instagram. But thank y'all for joining me. I'm trying to see if more people come, but if not, I'll get to talking and I'll get to answering all the questions. And the reason why I had posted the question because I had, I'd be streaming the strolling on Facebook and like Instagram, and I kept seeing Nelly and Ashanti, and I was like, they look happy. I want to know if I'm gonna ask the question for the show and see if anybody would actually date their ex. And I got a lot of good feedback about people saying whether they would do it or not. And one person has said that her and her ex were married for they were divorced. They had got a divorce and they were apart for 8 years, and then they ended up getting married. Or she said they were back together. I know the one from 40 years. I was so impressed. I had asked her, would she be willing to come on the show to join me, and she said yeah. So I'm gonna try to bring her on at the end of the month, the last Wednesday of the month. And next week we playing a dating game, but I haven't got any other participants, so I don't know if we're gonna do that. But I will be going live from Cindy. Her name is Cynthia Brown. I posted her on my page. She's looking for a date, and I just think if people go on them dating apps, they can play on this game right here. I can help them find their true soulmate. But I guess the men is afraid. I don't know. Or maybe I don't know what's going on. I don't even want to speculate about it. But all right. I cannot talk on here by myself if nobody is here to answer the questions. But I know some of my people said they were coming on. But I will come up with another topic real quick so that I can record it and leave it. I guess it's the question. I don't know, honey. Is that what my thing says? I'm actually doing my talk show, y'all. I never bring I never bring TikTok into it. I'll come live tonight around 10 and I'll do that for y'all. But I never bring I think I brought TikTok on twice, but Instagram is not doing good, and I have a lot of followers on TikTok. So I just thought I would invite y'all in. But yeah, I'll come live tonight around 10. I'll upload the stuff. I'm waiting for people to join me over on Facebook. But the question of the day is, would you ever date your ex? And I had a ton of people answer that question, and now they scared. Usually nobody don't come on with me. They come on later. But Facebook, I get a good amount of people. So it's cool. I'm not going to pressure nobody because it's hard to answer. But me, personally, most of my ex are deceased. So would I date them? Yeah, if they were here. But the two that's left, no, not at all. Not ever. Not at all. Well, one of them, but not really. It wasn't fun. The first one broke my heart. The second one broke my heart so bad. The reason I'm this person I am today, he broke this poor heart. Okay. Thank you for the hearts over on TikTok. So, but this is live talk with April, y'all. I'm just TikTok. We just visiting. I never go live over here on TikTok for my talk show. I've probably done it like once or twice. But I don't know. I just thought I'd bring it over here because I have more followers and I get more participation over on TikTok. But the question that I was posing was, would you guys ever date your ex? And I did post it over on Facebook and got a lot of feedback. So the reason why I wanted to talk about it, and I posted this on my page, I had kept seeing this thing. Everything I was seeing was about Ashanti and Nelly, right? And I know they had broke up, and I was going to do some research and figure out why. But I said that's probably not it's not good for me to know. I just was wondering. And then I thought about it. I'm like, let me ask the question to Facebook and see would anybody date their ex. And I got some weird. Some people was like, no. I mean, it depends on the situation. This is what I'm gonna tell y'all about the whole dating your ex. If anybody on TikTok want to answer that question, would you ever date your ex? I got 76 comments on Facebook about would they date their ex. And I'm gonna try to read some of them. Oh, the very first comment I got, y'all, was I don't want to say his name, but he was like, yes, I did, but then I remembered. So I guess that means he left. And I was like, I had asked him what happened, right? And then he was like, I remember why we got together. He was like, no, it wasn't gonna work. Somebody else said, same, I remember why, and then I bounced. But this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I take from it, right? It depends on the situation. Now, if it was abusive, one of the young ladies over on Facebook just said, I would not date my ex because he was an abusive husband. Okay, now if it's an abusive situation, by all means, no. But if you feel like, I say 10 years, one lady said they were divorced for 8 years and then they got back together and now they happy. So things like that can happen. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, never date your ex. Because one thing I can tell you about your ex is they know everything about you. Right? They know everything. They know what you like and what you don't like, what you want to eat, everything. They know everything, especially if you spend some time with this person. But they may have messed it up, or you might have messed it up. And then you go, you heal, you get to your corner, you go try to be with that person, they go try to be with somebody, and then you find out that the grass ain't always greener on the other side. And what y'all normally do is missing one another, sick as a dog, can't longing for each other. But what happens is the reason why most people don't date their exes because everybody know what happened in the relationship, and they let people get involved, and then what? You don't want to come together with your person. So sometimes your ex is there to teach you a lesson as well. And then when you both go to your separate corners, take a year, 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And in one person's case, she said 8 years. You go to your separate corners and then you realize who that person was to you and whether you made a mistake or not. It's okay. You're human. We're all human. Now, have I ever cheated? I can't remember, but if I asked one of my exes, they probably say yeah. Or have I always been the best girlfriend or wife in the world? No. And sometimes that requires you to separate from one another. So separate and come back when it's necessary. If you feel like you missed that person, and don't worry about what other people think. I think that's why people generally don't come back together, because they're afraid of what others are going to think. But if your heart is longing for that person and it wasn't a bad situation, 5, 6, 10 years, you guys are different people. You're not the same person. So you get to heal and come back together. I'm reading off these comments, y'all, because I usually try to keep up with all my comments anyway, right? But one person over here on Facebook was like, I'm not going to mention anybody's name, but TikTok, I see, oh, y'all like me, but I don't know, because sometimes my servers be messing up, so I don't really know if anybody's there. But if you want to see these questions and comments, they're over here on my page on Instagram at Facebook at Live Talk with April. And one person said, my ex took me back, we married. Oh, we married now, but we ended on good. Oh, I missed that. Oh, this is a sad one. He said, my ex took me back, we married. We married now, but we ended on good terms prior. Oh, so I really misunderstood that. He said they got married after they broke up, they got married, and because they ended their relationship on good terms because his mom had passed away and he had went through a dark depression, and I guess she understood that they needed to take. This is one situation that I'm talking about, when you got to take that break and then come back together, because he had to heal to his mother, and he probably was a mean person, or When you go through that stage of healing, you need to be alone sometimes. And then they found their way back to each other and now they married. Now that's beautiful. Okay. So is it all bad when you go back to your ex? Some people was like, huh, they my ex for a reason. Some people was like, no, never. So you guys, if you're coming on in, I don't know because I think my Wi-Fi is lagging. So if you're coming in, this is Live Talk with April, and if you read the description, I want to know: will you date your ex? Why or why not? And I thought this was going to be interactive. This is a really touchy situation. Oh wow, I don't know. This really touched some people. All right. I ain't gonna read all this stuff. And you know what? Yeah, this is a heavy situation. People was probably like, I ain't going on there. Oh wow. But I thought about it, y'all, because I saw Ashanti and Nelly, right? And I was thinking, I was like, I wonder, even though I shouldn't be in their business, but it's public. So we get to see it. I saw this post where they was like, man, y'all, Ashanti can't even do a show without Nelly coming on, right? But they was together previously and he lost that lady. So imagine him over here losing that good old Ashanti. That's my girl. I love her. She's beautiful. And just imagine him sitting over there and whatever he did probably played in her face because I ain't really do the research to figure it out. I just was looking at their happy part from their reunion. And he probably cheated and everything, missing her good old her energy because she's a good lady. I can tell. And every time she speaks, yeah, I know she's a good person. So he probably had to go over there and clean his mess up and probably had to do some things to come back to that girl. But if it's vice versa, then I don't know. But yeah, I'm just thinking about that. People might be like, I ain't coming on there. I don't want to talk about that. That's kind of a touchy situation. Hi, TikTok. Oh, well, this is Live Talk with April. And if you read the description, I don't know what the description says, but I'm talking about would you date your ex? Why or why not? And I had posed a question to my Facebook friends and family, and they all chimed in. I think I posted it around Monday. And I was just reading some of their responses and trying to get you guys' take on whether you would date your ex. Why or why not? And a lot of people, nobody because they scared to ask that question, answer that question. Y'all know I don't care. I know on Facebook, I'll see here and talk and I'll leave it for y'all to watch for later. But let me just say this. Like the one lady said, no, she wouldn't date her ex because he was abusive. She said he was an abusive husband. And so then in that case, if you don't feel safe, then no, don't go back. And I don't care if y'all have children. They gotta find a mutual place for y'all to meet and let him see them children. You ain't even gotta meet him, get somebody else to take him. And y'all do it that way because your safety is first. But I really think that you can date your ex. And the reason why, they know everything about you. Like they know all of your ins and outs. They know what you like, what you don't like. Who, I mean, especially if y'all spent time together and y'all probably got married and all this stuff. I think the main reason, and I said this earlier, that people don't stay or be afraid to go back to their ex is what it looks like. But if you're comfortable with yourself and you're in your healed state, you wouldn't worry about what other people think, and you would definitely go where your heart is leading you. It's okay. I mean, we are human. We all make mistakes, and it's okay to be with your ex. Like it really is. And if you guys then took a long break from each other, you come back as different people. But you know what makes that person happy and what makes that person tick. Welcome back, honey. So yeah, Facebook is like not today, and I used to Facebook. Y'all acting shady today, but I get it. This is a real touchy topic. But anyway, I'm gonna read some more of these comments from these people over on Facebook because they were funny. One lady was like, I think it depends on how things ended. And are you on the same page? Now that's what I was saying. But I said that's what I'm thinking. I would say we all change. I also think we would want, oh, we know what we want. We know if we want to be with that person or not. We definitely would have an idea what they want. And if you're going back and it's like 5 years and your heart been longer for that person, y'all know that feeling. Men and women, y'all know the feeling. And I think this is why Facebook chiming in and chiming out, because I did see somebody that I thought would comment, but it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to say anything. But if you have that longing feeling in your heart and you believe that person's changed and you want to go over there and test the waters, but you're afraid because everybody knows your business and what happened in your relationship, it's nobody's business. It's nobody's business but yours and your person. That could be your person. And the reason why sometimes we come together to teach each other a lesson. Yeah, it hurts. They play in our phase or we played in their phase. But at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. We're all human. And that it happens. And if you love that person and that's where your heart is, by all means, go back just to see, especially if it wasn't dangerous for you and you feel safe. I tell you, the dates will be different. The other stuff will be different because you know what makes that person feel. You know, y'all know, y'all know what I'm talking about, but you know what excites them. You know when their birthday come, what kind of gift they want. You know when they sleep, do they want their back? You know everything about this person. So why would you give up on that just because other people are in your business? Like what other people around you are saying. No, mind your business. I'm gonna be with my person regardless if I wanted to. I don't have an ex that I want to be with, but if I wanted to, I would. And the world around me just be watching. I don't care if he cheated or if I cheated. We dog each other out as long as we ain't beat each other down. We gonna be together. And that's the thing. And I think this is why I bring the topic up so that people can understand. Don't worry about what other people think about your relationship because they don't know who you guys are inside of that relationship. And that's what I think Ashanti and her man did. And you see him now? Bruh, I was watching her perform. He came out on stage with his baby and was telling the audience, come on, let's sing her song. That's a different kind of protection. That's a different kind of love, okay? When you get that person, even though y'all was together before and they had to leave and y'all had to separate and go heal and then come back together, that's a different kind of union, okay? Now, not the one when you break up Monday and get back together on Wednesday, not that, because you didn't heal and nobody went and got the. Oh, I don't know. You probably, I don't know, but you might be having one, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm like this. Don't worry about other people around you. I think that's the case. And when them two shut the world out, but they still let the world in, but shut the noise down, like they probably was like, oh, she dumb or he dumb, they back together. They was like, and you see us back together? And I watched them on live one day. And this is why I wanted to bring the conversation up because then I saw him go on her concert and came out on stage and was like singing her lyrics to her words, singing the lyrics to her song. And he was like, yo, hyping his girl up. And I was like, okay. Now they protect you different because they know what you need. Ain't no person gonna be able to do that for you all the time, or that person you try to be with when you wasn't with him. It's okay. Come back in union. Come be with your man or your woman, you know? But you know what? Let me read somebody else stuff. Let me see what she said. So true. One would I said that. I said she said, "Oh, agreed. I also strongly believe you left for a reason, and is it worth it?" Yes, you did leave for a reason. Y'all left so that y'all can go and figure out what it is that you want out of life. If y'all going back and forth and y'all are not in healed states and loving yourself the way you supposed to, you can't give that love to nobody else if you don't have that for yourself. So yeah, it's going to be a bad relationship. And you cannot love that person. You can't love that person right if you don't love yourself. Is my soulmate? What do you think? Who said that? Think about it. You'll know who that person is. Trust me, because you'll have the feeling. And that's the thing. Who are you? That's what you need to figure out. That's in any relationship. Wow. Figure out who you are for you. And then that person will definitely see your worth differently. And y'all know what? Before I came live today, anytime I go live, I always say a prayer and I say, bring the people in who needs to hear the message. Because everything is a message, okay? Everything. And you strolling TikTok, you strolling Facebook, is whether you're paying attention to it or not. And if you're listening to this, I think this is for you to listen and hear it. Figure out who you are. And at the end of the day, if you still feel that urge to be with that person, let the world watch y'all be happy together, despite whatever y'all been through. But yeah, a lot of people on this question, when I what was the question? You guys, this is Live Talk with April. It airs every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I usually go live on Instagram and Facebook. I used to get my crowd over on Facebook, but this question and ruffles some feathers. And maybe because my camera ain't cool. I don't know. But I saw y'all jump in and laugh. But it's good. Y'all can leave. I'm fine with that. But I know y'all heard the message. The ones who needed to hear it. And it's y'all know y'all feel it. So, and I made a prayer. I was like, because some people need to hear this because people be afraid to go date their ex because of everybody. No, Whitney, no. Some people be afraid. You threw me up. I'm not. No, I'm doing my talk show. Come back a little bit later. Yes, Faye. Yeah, you welcome. Y'all crazy. This is not talk show, y'all. It's called Live Talk with April. It's every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And it's a big deal for me. I talk about breaking generational curses and changing lives. And I don't know why this was, but I kept seeing Ashanti and Nelly. And I think that their relationship now is so beautiful. Like you can see the love. Yes, Caleb. You can see the love. You can feel it too. I was like, wow. When he went out on that stage and had his little red cup and was telling the people like sing my baby song, he was singing it. I was like, okay, Nelly, you got yourself together. You know, a whole new person. And it's possible. What you gotta do is find a love for you and you'll be able to love other people. It's beautiful. And when you let me tell y'all this, when it's real love and it's true love, and I hope you still write that person on Facebook, but I'm not gonna say your name. It's not many of y'all on there, but you know how y'all just said it's beautiful. This is for her, and I hope she's listening. That is a beautiful thing because when I'm around y'all, I feel the love and I can see how much y'all love each other. But It's different when, oh, I'm sorry, she left, but it's different when y'all are not in your own space for yourself, when you don't have that love for yourself. It's hard to love somebody else. So you got to go find yourself. And even though it's going to hurt being in separation from your person that you love, the union, oh, this was meant for TikTok. The reunion is amazing because you love. Hi, y'all. I'm doing my talk show. It's called Live Talk with April, and it airs every Wednesday at 7 p.m. I go live and I tell a story. It's normally about my life, but this is about this is it. The question I posed over on Facebook, I put it out on Monday. I said, "Have you ever gone back to your ex, and did it work out? Why or why not?" And then I said, "I'm asking for a friend." I wasn't asking for anybody, but I was posing a question because I think I saw Shanti and Nelly pop on my screen like 3 times, and every time I saw it, one time I watched it live, and I was addicted at the way they were with one another, the way they handled each other, and the way she made jokes about him, and then the way he was joking about her, and I was like, and they were on their separate lives, on each other live. He was on his live, and she was on her live, and they were in competition with who can get the most views on their live, right? And I was like, wow, that's rich people or like superstar stuff. Like, get the most views on their lives, right? But I just thought that was so beautiful. So I was like, let me post this on Facebook and see who will answer the question now. Don't get me wrong, I got a lot of people to ask the question, but I feel like this topic was necessary, and I'm okay with Facebook popping in and popping out because I think that it's too touchy and people really listening to what I'm saying. And because on here, a lot of people was like, no, and I know why, but they didn't give it a chance. And I think those people who didn't take the chance with that person missed them. Wow. And it's hurtful, but it's beautiful at the same time. Like, wow. I'm reading these people's messages and I can really see that just by reading their text. Now, not the ones that's like, no, but some of the ones that's like, no, because that because means that you missing that person. And the because is you afraid. Wow. I say let that guard down and take a risk because that relationship will be the best thing you ever had in your life if it's meant to be. Especially if y'all spent like 2 or 3 years studying each other and finding out who you are. Like Ashanti and Nelly, they look alike. Like they look like brothers and sisters. Wow. And that relationship is beautiful to watch. I don't know why I'm all in there like riding their train, but I love to see them. Like when I see them pop on my time, I watch the whole thing and I comment oh, that's the type of love I want. Okay. I'm big single, and maybe that's why. And I really love love. Like I play that dating game on my. Nobody really. I'm gonna have to stop it because people are afraid to come live or something. I don't know. It's fine, but I did mention that I'm not gonna put y'all on live if y'all just want to speak to one another. I do want to get y'all together because I do think that I got a gift for this thing. When I put you together, it's gonna last forever. So if y'all not scared, come play that game. I'm playing it for myself though. I'm not saying I had to post my best friend now she came in. Would you ever date your ex best friend? Yeah. She on Facebook, but I think if everybody's healed and we took time to get to know who we are as a person, then why not? Give it a chance. Like literally heal yourself and love yourself first. Because nobody's gonna love you right if you don't love you right. But let me read this other comment that this lady had that I think made a lot of sense. She said, I think it depends on the reason. The same, it's not the same lady, but she said, this is what she said, how things happen. And if each person has taken ownership in their part in a relationship, in a breakup, mm, that is true. If both of y'all said, okay, this is what I did wrong, this is what I did wrong. Even if you, I think you do need to talk about it so that y'all can heal that part of your relationship because you're going to heal yourself because you missed in that person. And the only way you're going to go back in, you're going to come in strong because you ain't going to be able to handle it. Because if you can't handle that hurt, then don't walk over there and try to go fix nothing that's you can't fix. You can't if you can't fix yourself. Let's see. Give me a second. So I say if you take time and really, oh, this hair is in my face, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, but not soon. Not right away. Take a break anyway. If you asking that question, take a break. Um, take a break and figure out some things for yourself. I know that long. See, this is what we was talking about. That feeling, that longing. It hurts, baby, but it's necessary. And then come back together. But Facebook, y'all done ran off on me. But it's real and it's gonna come. Woo! All right, so that was that. But when the breakup, when you guys do come back in union, make sure you discuss what happened so that it don't happen again. And really take ownership of your part, and they need to take ownership of their part. Because if not, the relationship is not going to work. You, especially if you running from what you actually did do. You know, if you're running from that relationship, if you're running from the reason that the relationship broke, it's not going to work. Wow. Okay. I feel like wrapping this up because nobody is on here, but this was good. I don't think I would ever date any one of my exes again. But would I be friends with one of them? Yeah. But date? No. That hurt was too real and trifling. I don't know how much you could have told me. That was bad. You had to come a whole new, you probably had to look different, talk different, walk different. I had to see a whole new human being walk. Yeah. So no, I would never date my ex, the one that I just recently got a relationship again. Or the one before that either. Mm-mm. We tried too many times. Like we tried like off and on for about 30 years and it never worked. I said, this ain't it. We ain't gonna ever make it. But we could be friends because I love him. But I don't even think he would want to be my friend. But we tried. It just wasn't it. Wow. That's cute. But this has been, I'm wrapping it up, y'all, because nobody joined me. Because I know y'all scared, but it's fine. The ones who needed to hear this was here. And I whatever you do with it is up to you. Wow. Y'all heard the end of that song and feel like a new thing? I'm coming on TikTok so we can talk, y'all. I'm gonna restart my live though. But Facebook, I love y'all. And I understand this was a touchy topic. Let me go over some more of these questions because somebody will watch it later. I be doing too much. Um, no, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Let me see. Oh, see, one lady said they was married for 40 years. She married her ex. But I wonder like how much or what was the breakup? How many years were they apart before they got back together? She did say she would come on this talk show and talk to me because I got that app where she can be where she at and I'm where I'm at and we can. So let's see how that works. I'm gonna bring her on the last Wednesday of the month. I hope her husband comes to you because that is gonna be so beautiful. 40 years of marriage after they were ex. I wonder how long were they apart. That's the question. Yes, y'all know what? TikTok, look at that numbers in the corner. It's mm, I feel good about this topic. I don't know why. Maybe I needed it for myself, but I don't know that over there at all. But I would because I'm a good person and I love people and I just love love. And Nelly and Shanti, y'all a couple. What is called couple goals for me? Send me a Nelly. Not even him, but send me my version of a Nelly. So y'all, let me get one more question because I think this is a good one because this was about the kids. I hope she wish y'all little people wasn't so scared and came on here. Oh, y'all probably busy out. Come watch it later and reply to these comments. But TikTok, if y'all joining me, it will be over on Facebook Live Talk with April on Facebook because I always save all my lives on Facebook so that people can watch it later. Because lately they ain't been coming on. And next week I'm gonna be in a different location because I know my location is kind of boring. But I was trying to figure it out. It's gonna still no, I'm gonna be in a different location, but I'm setting up this space because I'm not paying for no location. It'll be right in my house where one of these rooms that I don't use. Okay. But I'm doing this for Facebook so that y'all can hear this question because I think this is a good this response to that question. Would you ever date your ex? Why or why not? Because this was a couple that has children. And she said yes, she dated her ex, and now we're we're back separated and don't even speak. Luckily, our kids have their own devices. So if he want to talk to them, he better hit their phone or iPad because I don't want to hear his voice or see his face. I just told our youngest he better meet her at the Walmart or Target if he want to see her because it's gotta be a mutual area. And how does that work when children are involved? And they the ex. I do believe that we should at least be, I don't know, but I want to say, not knowing all the details, that we should at least be cordial and be able to coexist around our children. But we don't know if that was an abusive relationship or what. Because she said the children communicate directly with their dad. And they would have to meet in a mutual area, which is like Walmart or Target, because she doesn't want him around her. Wow. So that's a whole nother conversation, a whole nother topic in itself. Because you don't have to date your ex, but you can't be cordial for the children either. Well, I'm thankful in that department because my ex and I, we were old friends. The the baby daddy or my children's father. I used to call him baby daddy. But yeah. All right, y'all. I thought I should bring that one up. That's one to think about. How does that work? I guess the way she said it. Meet us at a mutual location. But what kind of conversation is that for our children if we're not talking? Should they be a part of it? Wow. I guess nowadays, yeah. Not to a point where, oh, I can't stand your dad and I don't, not that conversation, but your dad and I are no longer together. And, I'm going to take you to Walmart or Target and meet with your dad. If you want to speak to him, call him on your phone. So that makes sense, Thank you for sharing, people over here on Facebook telling us your whole life. Because these are some really good topics or comments. Make you think about life in general. But okay, TikTok, I'm coming back so we can vibe. But Facebook, I love y'all. This is the earliest show I ever had because y'all like, no, I'm not. I love how I don't know if y'all there because I don't see nobody. They have maybe my Wi-Fi off. Or my Wi-Fi acting up. But whoever on Facebook, send me a heart, a high, a wave. I don't know. Love y'all. But as I always say, do something, make you feel yourself proud. And if y'all know where I'm at on TikTok, come find me. But this is a special kind of group over here. I don't need everybody over here. I need the people who need to be here. But all right, I love y'all, Facebook. And did I say do something, make you feel yourself proud? And join me next week, Wednesday at 7 p.m. I hope I get my gut friends. She's actually my aunt. Her name's Cynthia Brown. I've been posting her flyer. We're playing my dating game called I Love Love because I really do love love. And I just think the people that I put together will last forever, which I already know. This is a gift. For this much love to be inside of one person and just share it with the world. I know the unions that I make will last forever. If y'all don't be so scared. But okay, I'm going to post her flyer tomorrow. And I'm actually going to try to get her to come on and explain to y'all who she is before next week. Because she's older. She's looking, well, not old. She's older than me. She's looking to date between the ages of 59 and 65. So if you're in that age group and you're looking for your true person, she might be it. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. And if y'all don't want to come on the live, it's fine. You guys, I'll just get your information and make sure everything's legit. And I'll just let you guys meet. And if you both are in Baltimore, I'll make sure to get somewhere for y'all to go on a date. And you know what? I'm going to travel with this too. So if anybody on the East Coast, y'all want to date, I'll do it. Let me know. But if not, if this one don't go well, I'm going to stop because this is the third month. The first one didn't go well. The very first one, I was looking for a date for myself. I'm still playing the dating game. Everybody in my DMs having all these long, drawn out, crazy conversations with me, but don't want to play the dating game. So my person, you need to be able to come live. So you can't, if you're in my DMs, you're not the one for me. So I'll keep saying I'm playing because if I can get everybody else hooked up, somebody else can hook me up. Okay? All right. I love y'all. Facebook. Don't forget, I want y'all to tune in next week. I love my dating game at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. I'm in the Facebook. TikTok. I'm going to start back over and see who we can get. I'm going to get my little cards out. Oh, let me stop. I'm recording for YouTube. I'm coming back so we can. I think so, Violet. I don't know if it's soon. This is the reason I had this conversation today. Everybody need to take a break and work on themselves and then come back together. And a lot of the people are saying leave the past alone, but I just don't think that that's what's supposed to happen. I think that you're supposed to take your own separate corners and then find yourself. If it's meant to be, you'll find yourself back together. That's what I do truly believe. Yeah, because I do believe y'all gonna reconnect again. But don't go into it without knowing who you are. And if they don't have the conversation about, this is exactly what I was saying. If they don't, oh, and my left. Oh, do you know when? No, I don't. You, mm-mm. I can figure it out, but let me just tell you this: when it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and you'll know. A lot of these questions y'all ask, y'all know. Y'all not together because y'all need a break. You really need to figure out who you are before we break up 1 month, go back together, break up. If it's your person, go away from each other. Go away and go figure yourself out and come back. That's what you got to do. Don't just jump back into it. And yeah, I can find out when, but that's not the situation. It'll be when you heal and they heal and y'all figure each other out. It may be next year, but it takes time, especially if y'all hurt each other. But that's something you can answer for yourself. Don't rush it. That's the problem. We rush these things and then we end up back apart. And that's just, yeah. I was going to restart this, but I really don't care who come on. So whoever pop on, pop on. And if they want to hear something, they can hear something. Whatever I have for them. I'm not, if I don't feel anything, then I won't feel anything. But for you, Violet, it's going to happen. And I really feel it. Like painful feeling. The butterfly feeling. It's cute too. But they mad. Somebody's mad. But all right, TikTok. Yeah, I feel y'all love for each other. It's cute. Might be that Nelly and Ashanti type look. When y'all heal, you gotta go through the pain first and go through the figuring out who you are. I knew my browser was messing up. Dang, it ain't recording nothing, y'all.